staff, management, or sponsors.
Would you love to deepen your spiritual connection and create a conscious shift in your life? Do you seek answers to the human experience? Welcome to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, a 3-hour safe haven for your questions and spirit's answers to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, SarahSpiritual will assist you to connect the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next 3 hours, listen, call in, and watch SarahSpiritual live on Periscope and Facebook, and share love and light.
Hold the yes, indeed. There's a light, and it's the light of 2019. Happy New Year to everyone all across the nation. You are listening live on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, 1100 AM, right? No, we're off and on to the races here, and we are connecting to all of you live. And we are answering your questions. And as we answer your questions, know that we are going to be connecting to get your message for 2019. You got a question? We got answers. But you know, when we start this new year, so many of us have this wonderful mindset of what we need to accomplish in 2019. Do you have a list? You're making a list, checking it twice, going to see what you're going to accomplish in a year's time. And we all know we start off with all these great ideas. And then, of course, it's the element of the discipline that is required to put it all together. Let's put it all together tonight. Let's create a game plan. Are you ready to create a game plan that you can carry out? Are you ready to be coached and guided so that you have, the insight and the ability to tap in to the inner knowing when the outer being, that personality thing of yours, starts to act up? Are you ready to be a part of an experience that claims abundance? Are you ready to be a part of an experience that claims health, fulfilled living, love, joyous harmony? Are those some of the things that you're looking to create? Do you have a list of what you would like to make as far as an income in 2019? Do you have a health goal? Do you have a weight loss plan lined up? Well, any of the plans that we make, God laughs at he who makes plans. Oh, God, we must be giving God a whole bunch of laughs because we lose ourselves in forming an idea, forming a plan, and not planning to plan. You see, we have to really look at does it take? What is the requirement? And what is the mindset? It's about how do you hold the vision? How do you hold the intention? And how do you hold the vibration even when you don't feel like following through? Because by day 5, the plan gets old. It's a commitment. And first and foremost, we are to be committed to oneself. You can't give to another and not be committed to self. We have to create this wonderful, safe container of all the energy of everything that we desire for ourselves and see it and feel it. I was talking to someone earlier, and we were talking about, the vision of what they were manifesting and how they wanted everything to unfold in a personal matter in life. And they were focusing on the visualization in a particular scenario and how it would play out. They were doing it all correctly. But they were visualizing and feeling a feeling that maybe they haven't quite felt in its entirety in that type of scenario or circumstance or situation. So the feeling was somewhat imaginary because they had never felt it. So I was led to say to the person, what if you tapped into a feeling that felt as fulfilled in a different arena, some other area of your life, and you felt what that fulfillment felt like, and you focused on that feeling and how that felt, and then apply that feeling that you have, knowledge of, that you have experience with, that you can feel viscerally in every ounce of your being, and then apply it to that visualization. Then suddenly that visualization is going to take on an energy of truth, of reality for you, the human. And so we began to work around that a bit. So I say to all of you, for some of us, maybe what we want to create is a stretch. Huge stretch. All the way out there. Like, how could we ever possibly touch that stretch? I don't know how that's possible. Well, if you don't know, how are you going to feel it? You have nothing to compare it to. You have nothing to draw from. And so even though we can imagine things and create from the imagery. We can, because some of our greatest accomplishments have been from something we've imagined. Some of the things that we imagined we could do is really our soul telling us it's already written. So there actually is a feeling. But for the human being to connect that feeling, we have to have a point of reference. So what's your point of reference? And how can you use that to catapult you to where you want to go? And I'm going to say this to you. How high do you want to go? If you're following us on YouTube, if you're following us on Facebook, if you are following us on Periscope, Instagram, wherever you are watching this, then I say to you this: how high do you want to go? And then tell me where you want to go, and I want to see it in the feed. How high do you want to go? And I also want to know, what's your wish for the world in 2019? Because we can visualize our wonderful safe container, and we can see everything we want being perfect and seeing the fulfillment of life. But then we have all this other life going on around us. Did you notice? Well, we have to breathe. And we have to remember that we are a piece of the whole. And that when we are peace within self, that peace energy transfers to the other pieces of the whole. Because we are all a piece of the whole. The whole story, the whole soul journey, the whole reincarnation. We are a piece of the whole of the one true God. And when we hold our energy in that energy of the divine creator, that God energy, and we recognize that we're an aspect of that, and that this year, 2019, represents the power of 3. And when I sat with Spirit, and I said, Spirit, what is this going to mean for us? They said 2019, the year of fortune. It's a fortuitous year. It is the year of expansion. And they gave it to me like, well, kind of like the Holy Trinity. And they gave me like this beautiful little pyramid energy. And they said, it is light, love, and fortune. This is how it's going to flow. But what comes from the light and through the love creates the fortune. Sometimes in this world, we have it backwards. We figure when we have the fortune, we'll have the light, we'll have the love, things will work. We seem to think that physical things make us happy or physical things will work. However, it doesn't work that way. We want to be in the energy of who we are, who we've come to be, our self-love, our energy of light. So 2019 is going to bring, well, a conscious creation of everything that we desire. It is going to be the energy where the cosmic forces, the energy of the universe, is going to unify and connect to all of us, even more than before. And it's a time when you seize the day. You seize the opportunity. If there's an opportunity before you and it looks good, it feels good, and it has aspects of what you've been asking for or creating in your visions, in your imagination, in your efforts in the world, because many of us have goals and we're working towards the goals, then when it appears, don't look at it upside down and question it inside out and create doubt. Know that it is there for a reason. And if it's not the fullest aspect of what you desire, then it will lead you to where you ultimately want to go. We've been driven around in this time of 2019 and dealing with a lot of energies in 2019, in 2018 to 2019. And 2018, for many people, well, I don't know, some people are like, hashtag, what was that? And for some, 2017 was similar. So for some people, it's like coming up out of what seemed like a dark hole. And I know we'll be getting some feedback on Facebook on this as well, like, and on YouTube. Well, yeah, I was in that energy. I felt as if I didn't know what was going on. And every time I thought I'd pull myself up, something would push me down. And we've created a sense of resilience. We've created this energy of inner strength, and it's been designed to Have you take stock and notice how much strength you have, how much courage you have, how much faith you have, and how much self-belief you have, and how to disconnect from doubt, because doubt only created more darkness. And the goal, the fulfilled life, is to see the darkness and know it serves a purpose, but to not allow it to overcome us, overshadow the desires, the goals, the love, the light, the compassion, the empathy, the connectivity, the kindness. But darkness likes to kind of cast shadows in all the corners. Just like right there in the corner, there it is. Sometimes it's like that stain you just can't get out of the tablecloth from the last dinner you served. It's that residue that's hard to break out of, hard to break off. But underneath, the luster's still there. It takes time for things to shift. And I know many of you are walking into 2019 saying, well, I went through the war zone. I'm coming out the other side. I'm still living. I'm still breathing, and I'm moving forward. But now, come from the place of happiness and joy. Come from the place of, I can do anything. I've got the entire universe backing me up. God's got your back. The universe is holding you, guiding you. The angels are surrounding you. And nothing that you want to accomplish is impossible. Absolutely nothing. It is so possible that all you have to do is say it, and it'll come. And then you use the strength, the wisdom, the faith, the intuition, all those skills that you were working on these past couple of years to say, yes, that's a good fit, or no, I've got a better version of that experience coming. So I'm going to pass on that one because I can feel there's a better version of it. Sometimes if it feels like just a little bit, we jump. We want you to seize the day. We want you to seize the opportunities. But at times, the opportunity is not the whole enchilada. Sometimes it's just a little taste. So take the taste and look for more. More and more will come to you. And it's not more out of greed or selfishness or boastfulness. It's not more because I'm full of myself. It's more because you deserve to have what you want. If you have an idea, if you have a desire, if there's something that you want, whether it's a life partner, whether it's a better job, more financial stability, whether it's to be a performer, whether it's to write a book, whether it's to raise a family, whatever your desire is, if you can think it and you can feel most of what it feels like, for some aspects have yet to be realized, and you can believe right down in the core of who you are that you really, really want what you want, with the whole entire universe by your side, with the Creator nudging all of the forces, the elements of the world to align so that you're at the right place at the right time to meet the right people or to have the right occurrence so that everything falls into place, so that your desire is met. If you can think it, you can feel it, then just know it's possible. Then believe it. Then put one foot in front of the other and trust it'll all fall into place. 2019's the time for you to just jump on board, for you to really say, I'm in. I'm not in part of me, I'm in all of me. All of me loves all of 2019. How's that for a new song? And think the possibilities. Think of the magnitude of change that you can create just by your feelings, just by your belief, just by knowing, really knowing that somehow, some way, everything's going to fall into place. I am excited tonight to answer your questions here live on WWNN, 1470 AM and 95.3 FM. We are looking forward to connecting and being one with all of you and seeing what the messages hold for 2019. You know, it all begins the minute you say, "Hey, universe, it's me. And thanks for having my back. And guess what? I'm ready." So are you ready? I know we're ready here. So we are going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back, we're going to take your calls. We're going to pop on Facebook and we're going to answer questions on Facebook. See what gets fed to me from YouTube. We'll see how we can cover as much as we possibly can. Because 2019, we got you. And we know the angels have our back. Stay with us, everyone. Do not go away. Because you know, we're going to be right back.
Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your soul? Because you know that you know me. Every soul.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with SarahSpiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide, 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Standing in the room before I walk through the door.
Yes, indeed. And we are back here live on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 FM. And we are answering your questions in 2019. And let's see what's going on. We are going to the phone lines at 888-565-1470. Love to hear your calls right here online. And if you would like to leave us a message on our Facebook feed or our Periscope feed or our YouTube feed, go ahead, pop it in the feed. Let's see what we've got going on. But for right now, I'm feeling pulled to answer the phone lines. And Facebook, question, birth date. Let me know what your question is, and we are going to see what we've got going on. I am going to Margate, and I have Sabrina on the line. Let's see what's going on with Sabrina. Sabrina, how are you tonight?
Good afternoon, Sarah, and Happy New Year to you and everyone else there.
Thank you. Happy New Year. And how can we assist you tonight?
I was just calling to see what Spirit is seeing for me for 2019. I feel good vibes, and that's all I want in my life right now is just good, bright lights and vibes.
Ah, yes. Well, you know, good vibrations are coming your way. And this year is also a year of life having meaning for you. You're looking for this to be a very meaningful year. That doesn't mean that we were shallow the years before, but 2019 is going to be a very strong spiritual awakening year. It's going to be a time of reflection, a time with introspective moments, a time of finding our inner groove, our inner peace, and then using those inner gifts to direct you to be at the right place, the right time, to bring forth enough so that you can have balance in your life. Because Spirit tells me that the past 2 years seem to have been a little out of balance, and this year is really important for you to have the balance in all the fulfilled aspects of life. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely.
And I'm looking to see that March, April, May, that time frame, there's some shift or change. They make me feel as if we need some additional revenue, money to come in. There's a thought, a wish, an aspect of money that we are creating. There's a desire to earn more, but through a change that you might want to make. Is this making sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
April, May, okay, right in that time, March, April, May, that time frame, it's going to open up and there's an opportunity to make a shift. Because Spirit told me that you put a financial idea in your head of what you'd like to have extra, yes?
Yes.
Okay. It's coming, and that opens up that portal of opportunity for you. All in all, it's going to be an expansive year spiritually, and there will be some financial growth, and that will help balance out so that personally you feel a little bit more in sync, yes?
Yes.
Okay, yes. Perfect.
Now, Sarah,
yes.
Are you able to tell me about my husband and myself? Like, he's been out of work for quite some time, and I'm hoping that, again, this year, well, I know this year is going to be our year, financially and spiritually, like you said.
When is his birthday?
10/18/80.
Okay. He's looking to he's been out of work, but he's also considered reinventing himself or presenting himself to the workplace in a slightly different way. Does that make sense to you? This is the ticket. It may take a little bit longer for him to get up and running. Perhaps that some of that increase that I see coming March, April, May has to do with the changes that he makes. Mm-hmm. Was he self-employed in some capacity, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So whatever he did by contract or self-employment, I feel like he's going to pick a different version of that work to put himself out forward so that he has more consistency in business.
Yes.
There'll be more demand for him, Spirit says.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So it's going to turn around. It will turn around. And I actually feel by February you're feeling a little more secure, like we're not kind of shaking in our boots as much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like shaking in my boots at all. My flip-flops, I should say. I don't like shaking in my flip-flops.
Lucky for us, we can say we can wear flip-flops in January. Nowhere else in the country can they really say that, but we can say that. So it's so good that great things are coming for you in 2019, and I look forward to hearing all the good news and the feedback.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sarah.
You're
you
welcome.
guys have a blessed afternoon.
Thank you.
And all the best for us all in 2019.
And so it is, my dear. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. Going to go right back to the phone lines. I've got to go to Pennsylvania, and we know they're not wearing flip-flops in Pennsylvania. Oh, no. And we've got Brianna on the line. Brianna, how are you tonight?
I'm doing really good. How are you?
I'm doing great. And what's your question for 2019?
Well, I missed you. I missed you. It's good to hear from you. But my question is, I was wondering, what is the best career path I should take when it comes to psychology? Because I'm thinking about furthering my education. I'm going through a lot of transitioning, so a lot of new ideas are coming to mind now. A lot of new passions are coming to mind.
So when we look at psychology, that's such there's so many ways you could go. Is there a particular group of individuals that you would like to assist? Youth, young adults? Who would you like to assist?
Probably young adults, probably.
Okay. I see that there's some more research that you want to create to be sure that you really hone in on the area, because I feel as if you would do really well in some psychology that helps you be a counselor, but I don't know that you can feel comfortable in any kind of psychology that leads you down counseling people with substance abuse, or there's certain areas that I think would be very uncomfortable for you, and really you would not be able to handle it well as an empath, right?
Right.
And
yeah.
I would love to say that you would be a great social worker, because you would, but you really want to have a little bit more money in your pocket, right? So there's so many ways you can spin this. So for you to put your foot upon the path of psychology and to begin that program or that work for that program in the May-June time of this calendar year, to take some of those protocol classes, whatever is necessary in the beginning, will give you a fine-tuned line. Because you are very passionate about your own self-development, you're very excited about that. You're very excited to assist others now that you've had your aha moments, and you're like in this journey of self-discovery, and like, I can't believe I didn't figure this out sooner. I just got to tell the rest of the world. Oh my God, how do you do that legally and technically? I don't know. Let me see. I'll be a psychologist. And you're looking at all of that, but there's a level of the emotional factors connected to that you really want to understand a little bit more deeply before you pick the arena. And I know you have time for that. I know you have time for that. And I feel that is going to unveil itself in the course of the next 18 months for you.
And divine timing, pretty much is what you're saying.
Yeah, essentially, yes. But it's a great field to embrace. It's going to allow you to utilize some of your spiritual gifts as well, which would be wonderful.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
What I want to do is I want to utilize my spiritual gifts is what I'm meant to do. I'm meant to utilize, intertwine, integrate my spiritual gifts through psychology. That's my calling.
Yes. And I'm sure there's some holistic umbrella that can fall under.
Right.
And so you're going to want to line yourself in the latter half of this study time with programs that kind of match that intention of yours. And, every year it becomes more and more popular for us to have these holistic solutions in all areas of traditional
I was thinking about doing Reiki healing. I was thinking about getting like certification for Reiki healing, but I wasn't sure if that's something I should pursue or not.
Well, Reiki healing is always a great thing to have. It's a great thing to have, a great tool to have, because it's a tool that can always help us in our own personal healing and the healing of others. So, does it apply to that particular psychology arena? Probably not, but it will just help you hold the space of a healer in a much broader way, a more, divine way, so to speak. So I know that you and I are scheduled for a forecast, right? We have a forecast coming up.
Yeah, we do. We get coming up soon.
Yes, I look forward to that. Me
too.
And so,
Me too.
so Brianna, what is your wish for 2019 for the world? Let's hear what you've got.
Harmony. I want harmony.
Yeah, that would be
Always.
wonderful, right? Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Brianna. We will connect for your personal session. I look forward to that. Thank you so much for following us in the show and always being so open and forthright with your input on all the different topics. We really appreciate your following the show. Thank you.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
You're welcome. God bless you.
All right. Bye. God bless you. Bye.
So Brianna says harmony, and right away my spirit guides are like, I like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. And we've got harmony, and from Harmony in Pennsylvania, where they're a little chilly, I got to warm my toes right back in sunny West Palm. I've got to go to Shirley. And Shirley, she's in West Palm. And Shirley, I know you've got your flip-flops on because we had a spectacular day. Rest of the world, rest of the country, eat your heart out because we are having a great time in our fun day here of sunny South Florida. So Shirley, how can I assist you? Happy New Year.
Oh, Happy New Year, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great, Shirley. Thank you.
Sarah, I want to know, what does 2019 have in store for me?
That's a big question for you. You've gone through quite a bit of change, yes, Shirley?
Yes.
And some of it you felt kind of put upon, like you got thrown into change that you weren't even looking for.
Yes.
This year is about really laying down some groundwork in your career as well. I know we are looking for fulfilled living, primary partnership, relationship. You're looking to have it all. Is that correct?
Yes.
The beginning part of the year, Spirit's like, she does not want to hear this, Sarah, but you're going to have to tell her anyhow. The beginning part of the year, my dear, is going to be about really laying down some more groundworks in the finances, laying down some more groundwork in the career, and really putting your foot on this strong foundation so that when we are in this love energy, we're not distracted by things that are out of sorts. Does that make any sense to you?
Not really.
Okay.
Can you elaborate a little bit?
Sure. So in this beginning of the year, we have an intention for you from the universe that says we want to lay down some better groundwork for finances. You're looking to solidify your finances and make it better? Yes.
Yes.
And we're looking to make a shift and a change in career. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. So Spirit says priorities. Career.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Priority. Finances. And then you want to know about love, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's your question about love for 2019?
I wanted to know, am I ever going to have some children? That's the first one.
Well, first we have to lay down the groundwork. That fulfilled living, that happiness, that love, everything that we want to have, we've got to lay down some groundwork. Children.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ever will happen.
Okay.
And I actually see 2 children coming for you. Work on the career. Work on the career and finances now, okay? That's the time.
Okay.
And then everything starts to fall into place.
Anything soon, like in this year or maybe early next year? You see, I'm going to be working on it.
With regard to children?
Yes.
September seems to be a time.
September?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Everything's not in place to have a child at this moment. Is that correct?
No, it's not.
No, it's not. It's not in place. Is that correct?
Yes, it's not in place. Not yet.
Okay. So again, focus on career, focus on finances. Let's get it off the ground, and then everything will fall into place, Shirley, okay?
Okay.
And Shirley, what is your intention and wish for 2019 for the world here? We've got a new year. What would you like to see in the world?
I want some more peace, harmony. We need to come together. There's so many discord going around.
So much discord, yes. So let's see if we can turn the whole thing around, yes?
Yes.
All right, Shirley, thank you so much. God bless you. Happy New Year.
Thank you, sir. Happy
You're
New
welcome.
Year.
Bye. 888-565-1470. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then, when we come back, we're going to go right back to the phone lines. We've got a call in Atlanta. Wonder what the weather's like there. So stay with us, everyone. Don't go away. Because you know, we're going to be right back.
Do you know me? Do I know you? Have we met before?
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with SarahSpiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide, 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Yes, indeed, the stars have aligned, and we are connected to all of you. Happy 2019. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, live on WWNN, and we are welcoming your questions. Perhaps you're listening to us. Did you know you could listen to us on iHeart Radio or the TuneIn app? Did you know that you could watch us live on Facebook, watch us live on YouTube, watch us live on Periscope, and go on and on and on and on and on? And we are going to ask you to share the page. If you're watching us on Facebook, can you do me a favor? Share the page. Is there someone that you know that you would like to have some guidance? Maybe it's a polite way of getting them some help when they're not really asking for all the help they need just yet. Maybe they're in that place and you as a friend have done all that you can. Share the page. Let's share the energy. Let's share the 2019 Life, Love, Light fortune that we see coming. Share the page. I would love to see you share the page, and I will most certainly thank you and honor you on Facebook. If you share the page, we will be talking to you. I'm going to go back to the phone lines at 888-565-1470. I've got to go to Atlanta. I've got Vicky on the line. Vicky, how are you?
I'm good, and you, Sarah?
I'm doing great, Vicky. Happy New Year. How can we assist you tonight?
Same to you, too. I would like to know what 2019 will bring me.
You really want to know, huh?
Yes.
When I look at the energy around you, it's like you've been this little flower that's just been kind of sitting, trying to take in the sun, trying to do everything right, trying to take all your nutrients, just trying to sit there and be like, I'm a little flower. I'm really waiting for my time to bloom. Oh, gee, the sun's getting a little hot. Don't know when it's going to be my time to bloom, but it damn well better come soon because I'm not really the sun's, Jesus, someone get me some water. It's getting a little hot over here. And then all of a sudden, you feel that rush of cool air and a little bit of shade comes over you and you're like, no, isn't it the darkness befalls me again? No. And then you're like, I get to bloom. This is your year of expansion. I see this flower opening up and I see expansion for you. I feel like you're ready to get out of the norm, burst out of the routine of life, and you're tired of settling. You've been settling for a while. Does that make sense to you?
It makes sense.
And I'm looking for you to claim your time to shine right now. And when I take that, I say, spring has sprung, and in April, so do you. And I feel as if you bring yourself up a level, and there's a shift that comes for you in the, I want to say in the financial arena, but I feel as if is there an idea that you're working on to do something on the side, or a project, or something you were thinking about?
I'm always thinking a lot.
Okay. Something may come to fruition for you that you really kind of put into action in the April month. And I feel as if when you move up, life offers you quality of life and love and in finances and work, because I feel like work has not been fulfilling you. Does this make sense to you?
It makes sense.
Okay, so when I take you into this 2019, I find us finding a sense of fulfillment, a more reward in work and finances. All right?
Okay.
All right. You have a question about love?
Yes.
Okay, what's the question? Because your flower's blooming, so I think you're going to attract quite a lot of bees to be buzzing around.
Oh, okay. That's a good thing.
It is.
Right?
It is. Choices.
Will I ever be proposed?
Ever? Yes. I don't see someone in front of you now that I feel is in the place that they're going to ask you to marry them. Does that make sense to you, honey?
Oh, he's not going to ask me?
Not yet.
Oh, I got you.
He's not in a place where he's ready to ask you to marry him.
Okay, I see. Okay, all right.
All right. He's got a lot going on in his backyard.
It makes a lot of sense.
Okay. He cannot move forward right now, they tell me.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
In the meantime, you're a flower that's blooming, a lot of bees buzzing around. You got choices. We'll see. Will you ever be proposed to? Yes. Careful not to wait for someone who is not really moving forward in that direction.
Okay.
All right.
Makes sense.
All right, honey. God bless you. Happy New Year. Bye.
Same to you. Bye.
888-565-1470. I'm going to go right back to the phone lines, and we're going to take some Facebook questions in just a moment. But I've got to go to Jacqueline, and Jacqueline is in West Palm Beach. We know it's a little sunny there as well. Jacqueline, how are you tonight?
I'm good, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great, Jacqueline. And Happy New Year. How can we assist you?
Same to you. Thank you. I want to know how to correctly set my intentions for the new year, considering that I'm dealing with ending the year sadly.
Yes, yes.
Unfortunate, as you know.
Yes. the cycle of life does not always leave those of us who are still participating in life feeling that sense of joy and happiness. But we are still here in the energy of life and living, yes?
Yes.
And life will be fulfilled when we choose to allow it to be fulfilled. So I say this to you. What are the areas of life that you choose to enrich and wish to have enhanced in life? Areas of finance, areas of family, areas of relationship, whatever they are. It is for you to write down those areas, and then I'll say in specificity, write down what you would like to create in those areas. And really, go ahead and put the intention down on paper and really pray on it. And earlier I was talking about going into the feeling. What does it feel like to have those areas fulfilled? Yes. Will we always wish that the people that we love who are no longer with us are with us? Yes, we will. Are there moments in time where we want them standing by our side and they're not physically, but I can assure you they are spiritually? Yes, we will want that feeling. So it is for us to look upon life as celebrating life, because in the loss of life, Jacqueline, what we recognize is life is short and one does not know. So as long as we are blessed with the breath of life, celebrate the breath of life, for the breath of life will give you an opportunity to live life. And in living life, we choose to have the feelings and the wonderful happenings that we are designing with the universe, if we so choose. So we've got that ability. Writing it down would be very powerful. And thank you for giving me this great segue. I also would suggest the SarahSpiritual New Year's collection, which includes, you do set me up so well, Jacqueline, I can't thank you enough, the Bountiful Blessing Bath. It's got our wonderful paper that you write your intentions upon. And this is a paper that you can anoint with the wonderful Bountiful Blessing oils. And we have you put the oil on the paper, and you can use it to dress a candle in the future and create. And we also have our Bountiful Blessing spray. And we also have a beautiful crystal that you carry with you. We have the candle for lighting for the petition. We've got our crystal for abundance. And then we also have a CD, which means that you travel with me everywhere you go. And it's your pep talk for 2019. All of this is in the New Year's collection. I do hope you stop by and pick one up, but it will assist you in manifesting that which you desire, Jacqueline. Because why does this help us? Yes, it's infused with energy, but when you're doing this, it gives you the energy to focus, and the intentions are there, and everything you're doing is facilitating and supporting the vision, and it reinforces the belief that it's possible. And it makes a tremendous difference. It is going to be a good year for you, Jacqueline. I know it has been a trying year. I see increase in finances and career for you, particularly this year. This is the year of that expansion for you. This is the vibration that comes for you in 2019. And by feeling that security, everything else starts to fall back into place. I know you've been out of sorts for the past 2.5 years. Things will go back on track, and you will feel more secure moving forward. Mid-year, you're feeling like a whole new person.
Oh, okay.
And what is your wish, intention for 2019 for the world, Jacqueline?
More communication, but not through phones or anything like that, but more face-to-face, voice-to-voice.
Back in the old days, true communication.
Yes.
You know, when I was growing up, if the phone rang at the dinner, and we were at the dinner table, you were not allowed, it didn't matter who was calling, you were not allowed to get up from the table and answer that phone.
Exactly.
Now you see people at the dinner table, all they're doing is looking at their phone.
So,
but honey, God bless you. My heart is with you. I know it was a rough holiday for you, but my thoughts and condolences are with you. And you know, many others are in that same spot you are, missing someone that we would have loved to have had with us on the holidays. But I can assure you they're with you in spirit. God bless you.
Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, I've got some Facebook business to get going. So we've got to answer some questions on Facebook, so everyone stay with us. Pick up the phone, join us at 888-565-1470. And when we're on break, I got to go start talking to my Facebook peeps. Say hi and see what's going on. So stay with us, everyone. Don't go away, because well, for sure, we're going to be right back.
There's a light that shines down upon me, and there's a light.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with SarahSpiritual on Facebook and Periscope. The phone lines are open, 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
1470 AM and 95.3 FM, the Health and Wealth Radio Network. Listen for Invite Health with Jerry Hickey and Amanda Williams. Weekday mornings at 9. WNN.
911.
The roof is completely caved in on us. We need
These people were ordered to evacuate during Hurricane Ivan, but didn't.
I'm in a wheelchair and water's coming in.
Can't respond right now because of the condition of the hurricane.
Evacuation orders are a serious matter. It means local officials think your life could be in danger. You need to listen to them. This hurricane season, get a plan. Go to floridadisaster.org and get your plan today.
This message is brought to you by the Florida Division of Emergency Management, the Florida Association of Broadcasters, and this radio station. This message is brought to you by the Florida Division of Emergency Management, the Florida Association of Broadcasters, and this radio station.
Are you aware that your homeowner's insurance doesn't cover damage to your home and property caused by flooding?
Purchasing flood insurance is the only way you can protect your home and contents from flood damage.
And floods can happen anywhere in Florida.
And just because your home hasn't flooded in the past doesn't mean it can't happen in the future.
Go to floridadisaster.org to find out more about flood insurance. That's floridadisaster.org.
Talk 1470 is WWNN Pompano Beach and 95.3 FM W237BD Boca Raton, the Health and Wealth Radio Network.
Have you tried investing in the stock market and haven't done very well? Come into Online Trading Academy. Have your investments lost money and you're frustrated because the only thing your broker says is ride it out? Hop in the car and get to Online Trading Academy. Pro investors show you how money is made in up, down, and sideways markets. You'll see the best way to pick stocks, options, futures, and Forex using a patented rules-based strategy taught only at Online Trading Academy. How to find the right investments, how to time the market, how to protect money from risk. For over 20 years, thousands have learned how to invest from home at Online Trading Academy. Come in and see what this school's all about at a free half-day class. They're all over Miami-Dade, Broward, Palm Beach, Stewart, and Port St. Lucie. Seating is limited, so call Online Trading Academy now to win a pair of tickets. 954-668-2510. 954-668-2510. 954-668-2510.
What you want to know. What you need to know.
Talk 1470. WNN.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with SarahSpiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at ExpeditoEnlightenmentCenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at ExpeditoEnlightenmentCenter.com.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome back to the second hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, another interactive hour of uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, SarahSpiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next hour, listen, call in, and watch SarahSpiritual live on Periscope and Facebook, and share the love and light. Here live on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 FM, and we are connecting to all of you all across the nation and on Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, and we are happy to answer your questions. I was popping onto Facebook. They've got some really good questions going on, and I'm really excited to answer those questions and to connect to all of you. And when we move forward in this 2019 year, remember the power of three. We have like that holy trinity energy happening. We've got light, we've got love, we got fortune. Make your pyramid, put yourself on the top, put a dab of light on top of your head, let the love slide you down, and then move on over and hit the fortune wave and pop back on up to that light. Let's see it going. Let's see it moving. My producer over here is laughing, saying, what is she talking about? Let your love shine like a mountain. He's like, what is wrong with her? It is a new year, Mr. Freddie. What is wrong with you? He's sitting there trying to make it. I don't know. He's just busy trying to make stuff work, and I don't know. It's working, Freddie. It's working. It's all working here in the new year. He's got to lighten up over there. He's like, with his numbers and his text messages, and he's trying to make sure everything's working. And then he's like, I don't know what's going on over there, behind over there, and what's going on over here. And then, of course, I hear the breath. You got to live in the room with me. I got to tell you, it's like this. I'm going, oh, shoot, I'm trying to talk to Spirit, and this dude's having an issue over here. I have no idea. I'm like, Spirit, could you please tell me what the heck is going on over there? It's like, oh, and then you hear him texting like a madman, trying to figure out what's going on. It's all working, Freddie. It's all working, right? Right?
He used to try to blame this on me. Oh, you got too much energy, SarahSpiritual. We got too much going on here. You make the lights flash. You're casting shadows on yourself. Don't give me any of that. Ready? It's on you, man. You are the technology guy. He's like, I'm going to get her back for this. He's like, I'm going to get her back so bad. It's a new year. I can just, play around with you a little bit. He's shaking his head going, I got this girl. Next time, we're going to pull the plug on her little mix on Facebook and watch the whole thing just go. Facebook peeps, there will be an uprising if we cannot connect on Facebook, right? You say, Freddie, you better keep that stuff working. I want to see that in the feed. Say, Freddie, keep it working here, mister. Because, Freddie, we got questions on Facebook, and we need to answer questions. If you're on hold, we're going to get to you. Marianne in Lake Worth, I know you're holding. We got Stella. We got Stephanie in Chicago. She's going to be freezing. I know she don't have her flip-flops on. But give me a minute, everyone, on the phone lines, because I've got to go visit Facebook, maybe even YouTube. What do we have? We have Patty. Ayala Patty says, Happy New Year. What does 2019 have in store for me? Patty, I don't know if you gave some thought and consideration to moving or making a shift from in the residence. We're talking residence here, but there may be thought consideration for movement for you. You are also going to be looking to really kind of focus on the law of attraction this year, because the law of attraction is going to be working very strongly for you. You are in a very powerful year for yourself. It's a time for you to claim your personal power, Patty, and it's a time for you to empower your daughter and really form stronger bonds in your family relationships. So, Patty, thank you so much for your Facebook question. And if you would, Ayala Patty, please put in the feed what you wish your intention is for 2019 for the world. And anyone listening, please, what do we want 2019 to be like for the world? Because what the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's a battleground, and we're not doing well. So we've got to make that shift and that change, because it's been a little crazy out there. So just send love to the television, everybody. Yes, indeed, because that's about all we're going to do. But let's shift and change. What would you like to see change in the world? All seriousness. Thank you so much, Patty Alea, for your Facebook question. Miriam. Miriam wants to know what's in store for me in 2019. Miriam, you've got a whole new attitude this year. We've got a whole new beginning. It's like we whitewashed the walls. It's like you really wanted to prime life for this year. I see it's as if you're having this, they're going to call it a do-over, Miriam. There's like a fresh start, a jump start for you. When I look into the energy of your personal life, I feel like we've cleared out a lot of relationships, a lot of people who no longer connect well with you, aren't a vibrational match in frequency, and you're like, get out of the way, step aside, this is not working for me. I'm stepping into my new paradigm. You are stepping upon a really strong new cycle. A lot of advancement comes for you, and you're going to open up some new avenues for yourself in the arenas of personal relationships that are better suited for you. And I also see some commitment in love, some strong strength in love around you in this 2019 year. Thank you so much, Miriam, for your Facebook question. We're going to take another question on Facebook. We want to take as many as possible. Miriam, be sure in return, share the page, tell everyone about the show, and tell us what is your intention, your wish for the world. If we all hold the vision, if we all hold the intention, if we all see the world as we'd like it to be, we can make a difference right here, right now. We have Carrie Luciano. My vision for the world is peace and more understanding. Thank you, Carrie, for sharing that with us. How is 2019 looking for me from the angels? Carrie, it's really interesting because you too have set a new paradigm for yourself. You've been doing a lot of work, not just with the angels, but with your guides, Carrie. And I see that you're very connected. I see Archangel Michael is very strongly with you. I see Archangel Raphael is around you for the healing as well. And when I open up this new energy, I feel as if there's a project that you want to do that's going to benefit others. There's a project, you will receive benefit from it, but you will be doing something to be of assistance to others. 2019 reaches a different spiritual level for you, a new expansion, a stronger connectivity, Carrie Luciano. And I know you've been following the show and our Facebook feeds for a while, so I want to say thank you for joining us and being a part of our SarahSpiritual Vibe Tribe. Thank you so much, Carrie Luciano, and thank you for giving me your comment for your vision for the world, because I too hold that vision of peace and more understanding. Thank you. We're going to take one more question on Facebook, and then I've got to go right to the phone lines. I know they're freezing in Chicago. They're freezing in Maine. And we know heck's not freezing over anytime soon. And then we've got to get to Marianne in Lake Worth. So let's see, Muneka Chula. Muneka Chula, Happy New Year, my friend. Thank you so much for always following the show, always following the Facebook feed. And I know that you visit us at the Expedito Enlightenment Center. Starting these new energetic year, what message does Spirit have for me? Change. Time for change. I know it's been a series of changes, but look at the foundations and the progress that you have made. It has been steady, steady, slow progress. This year, we pick up momentum and speed. Job change, relationship change. We see new love. We see new job. It is a time for a new you. It is also a time for family feelings, family emotions. You're going to be spending a lot of time with family. I know, they're special, but that's okay. Give them my love anyhow. I know who some of them are, so you pick them as your soul family. No, I love your family. Give my best to your family. But it's the time that family is going to be really important for you. And you're forming your own new family, your own new relationship and a family unit in a house and connection. And there is a new job for you. You just might be changing fields. The field you're in just isn't floating your boat anymore, and we've got to find some more fun. So perhaps you want to give some thought and consideration of a new field. Thank you so much, Muneka Chula, for your Facebook question, and Happy New Year. Be sure to tell us in the feed what you would like to see in the world. I love seeing what everyone wants to create. I've got to go to Lake Worth. I know she's got flip-flops on. Marianne, how are you in Lake Worth? Good to see you, connect with you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, Sarah. I'm doing well, thank you.
Great, thank you. So how can we assist you in this night?
I was just wondering what 2019 is going to bring me.
You've been holding out for some change, yes? You've been looking to make change, but you want the change to happen at the perfect time, yes? And some things are kind of holding you back. I see some chains to the past, not quite letting you move forward. Does this make sense to you?
Yes.
I'm seeing a paper coming. Are you expecting some documents or some papers coming to you, my dear?
I am.
Okay. The papers, documents come. It's time for change. You've run your course, honey. You've run your course. You really, if you ever felt like you wanted to pick up and go, now might be the time. Between now and next year, it's really time for you to change and for you to put you first.
Right.
This is the time for you. Next year, anyone and anything that does not match you, when I take you into 2020, they are definitely disconnected for you. I mean, it's time for you to really stop coddling and spoon-feeding people who really are more sucking your energy as opposed to, the equal exchange of energy. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. When I look at the energy around you, I also see that we are looking for fulfillment in partnership, love. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
This, too, starts to come for us in the 2019 year. I say start because I see a little hesitancy on your part. You're like, do I trust them? Do I not trust them? Do I step back? Do I watch the show? But I feel like there's primary relationship coming for you, and this excites me because I feel as there's been an empty spot in you for a while and you wondered if it would ever get filled. And I feel like someone comes into your life that piques your interest. So don't run when they come.
Okay.
All right? I know.
And
we've got our guard up. Yes.
My father-in-law, he had passed in September. Just wondering if he's okay up there.
There's a woman who stands with him and a man who stands with him. Is that the man who stands with him his son, please?
Could be his brother.
Okay. Was it a younger brother? Because the man stands in front, so that makes me feel as if he's a younger version.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so I have him, and then I see a woman standing next to him. It feels as if it's a female connected around his age, whether it should be a wife. His energy is what it feels like. Has his wife passed as well?
Wasn't a wife. It was, companion.
Companion. Okay, so she's there.
They didn't have a good relationship.
Okay, guess what? She doesn't matter what the relationship was here on Earth because she's standing right there with him. All right, she's part of that soul family. So I have her there. You know, it's interesting. The differences don't mean that they translate into the heavens, because we're all part of that same soul group, all right? So I have her there. Yes, he's fine. Did he smoke or something? Or
yes.
Because I just feel like there was a lot of erosion in the throat before the passing, okay? He makes me aware of that. But he seems at peace. I feel like something got drained out of him, or he was drained towards the end, but he's at peace now, all right?
They suctioned him, yes.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that. So he's there with her and with his brother, and they are in peace, honey.
Awesome. That's awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome, Marianne. And what is your intention and wish for 2019 for the world?
Just peace.
I'd like
of peace
to
we
teach
need.
the world to sing in peace and harmony. Yes, indeed.
Yes.
All
yes.
right.
Peace and harmony.
Well, I'm so glad that you're able to share that with us, Marianne. Thank you for following the show. I greatly appreciate you, and I look forward to connecting with you again. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. Have
You're
a great
welcome.
night. Happy
You
New
too.
Year.
Happy New Year. Bye.
Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. I got to go to Chicago. Got to talk to Stephanie and see what's going on. And Stephanie, first of all, Stephanie, what is the temperature in Chicago?
It's too cold.
Too cold to even talk about?
Too cold. Yeah, I'm actually leaving back to Florida tomorrow, so I'm very happy about that.
You're coming back?
Yes, I'm from Florida. I'm originally from Chicago, but I'm here for vacation.
Ah, yeah. Well, come on back.
I am. I'm ready for the flip-flops, high heels.
Yes, no more snow boots, right?
No.
All right, my dear. How can we assist you? What's your question?
Thank you, Sarah. I'm actually just wondering, what does 2019 have for my marriage?
Can I have your partner's birthday, please?
His birthday is August 16th, 1971.
Okay. Interestingly enough, Stephanie, before you even said, I started to write my 8, because he's got that, I'm proud, I'm closed off, I got it under control, it's all in my head, and sometimes you can't read between the lines, and that's cool with me, but that's not cool with you, yes?
Right.
You're emotional, you're connected, things have to be a real exchange, and you're going, can't you talk? Can't you? Feelings, I want to hear your feelings. And he's like, what do feelings have to do with it? I'm here, I'm working, I'm part of the relationship, what more do you want?
Right.
Right? That he does not speak that same love language that you speak, so it's a bit of a struggle. We're not on the same page. Spirit tells me communication is lacking. Connectivity is lacking. Now, I feel the angst and the disconnect, but the relationship does not have to break. The relationship just needs to do a reset. Take a step back, and how do we reconnect in a different way? I feel as if you feel that he's too... My polite spirit guides would call it private, but you feel like he's a little secretive or something, yes?
Yes.
Okay. This is where we have to see where his privacy/secrecy is valid, and where some of it is hooking into some of your insecurities. You understand what I mean when I say this, yes?
Yes.
Okay. That's something that can be talked out without a battle. Have we sat for a reading before, Stephanie?
No, we haven't.
Okay. I would love, when you come back to Florida, whether it's on phone, Skype, or personally, I would love to sit with you so we could explore how we approach this conversation so that we don't have this, because I feel like every time you try to talk, it's met with resistance and people get defensive. And there's a way to express yourself and be heard, and him not feel as if he's being put on the hot seat. And some of it means you have to explore how you're feeling. If you do not get validated, if you do not feel loved and honored and feel this exchange, then I don't know that you can lay your head on the pillow and sleep in peace at night much longer. But the relationship needs a reset. With a reset, and even if the reset leads to a dissolvement in the future, we need to come from a different place than we're in right now. This makes sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. You will know more about this relationship and where it goes in the 6th month of this year by June.
Okay.
Do not rush to rattle to come to resolution. New year, I need to know where I stand. I'm not going through another year of this. I need to know where we're going. That's the angst and the illusion of time pushing you for resolution. and you don't want to waste time. But there's growth for both of you that can come through this if it's done in a way that is of a higher vibration. All right? Okay. They tell me at the age of 6 to 7, somewhere around that time, there is a sense of not being good enough compared and some kind of disconnect in the family unit or around you. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but that's what my spirit guides are telling me.
Yes.
Okay. So you have to heal that. That has nothing to do with what's going on, but it impacts how we handle things, because we can't change who he is, but you attracted him for a reason.
Right.
And the relationship and dynamic and communication with which you seek, you cannot get to that relationship you desire with him or anyone else until you address what you want to figure out within self. I was going to say fix, but my spirit guides go, no, there's nothing to fix. We just need to understand where we're coming from and heal it.
Okay.
All right?
Mm-hmm.
It will be a good year for you. I know you're coming in a little anxious or uncertain, but clarity will come through the uncertainty, and through the clarity you will feel peace, and through the peace you will find a better way of living, and the better way of living will bring you to a content place. Trust that this is the process, my dear.
Okay.
And I do hope you connect with me in person.
I will, Sarah. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome,
My
honey.
friend JoJo sent me to you, so I'm
All
thankful she reached out to me.
Well, wonderful. Tell JoJo I said thank you, and God bless you. And I look forward to seeing you. Go to SarahSpiritual.com and learn more about how we can connect.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Happy New Year.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Happy New Year.
888-565-1470. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then I've got to go right back to the phone lines and pop on to Facebook. I've got more questions to answer on Facebook. I'll be there during the break. So everyone say, hey, hey, hi, Sarah Spiritual. Share the page, and then from chilly Chicago, thank God that woman's coming back to sunny South Florida, we are going to go all the way up to chilly Maine, another piece of paradise on the whole other end of the East Coast. So stay with us, everyone, because they're a little chilly up there, but we're going to be right back.
Do you know me? Have you heard me?
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There, you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with SarahSpiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide, 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Standing in the room before I walk through stars align. Do you know me? Do you know me? Have we met before? Have been standing.
And we are back here live on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 FM, and we are connecting to all of you all across the nation, and we are answering questions on Facebook. We have some questions on Facebook lined up for us. Let's see what we've got going on Facebook before we freeze up in Maine. We've got Iman Share. What is in store for me in 2019? You know, I know that 2018 for you, Iman, has, well, it was a bumpy ride. And sometimes you were like, get out of the boat because you're rocking the boat and the boat's going to tip, and you didn't know where you were going because the year was just very tumultuous. It seems out of sorts for you, and things seem difficult and challenging. When I bring you into this 2019 year, the way I see the energy is it's like a smoother entry into the year. I feel as if your financial picture starts to increase by a bit. I feel as if you are more receptive to different ideas. It's like almost like you've been in a guarded place because we've had a lot of disconnects, disagreements with people, and we haven't quite been able to really feel that flow of life around us. And so now you're ready to embrace life, to embrace the fun of life, to really feel like you can just lay down and relax and trust the universe is going to bring the right things to you. When I take you into the month of April, I'm seeing an increase in money, and I'm also seeing some trip. There's a trip you want to take. You want to get away. You want to do something. Maybe even go back to a place where it's connected to family. I feel like a trip in 2019 is going to be good, very good for you, and I feel like it happens between that April and July time. That's when the window opens for that. So look for a trip, look for it to be very rejuvenated and for you to feel refreshed when you come back from that. Thank you, Iman, for your Facebook question. We're going to take another Facebook question before we go right back to the phone lines. And we have Shamil Kareen. Hello again. Thank you so much, Shamil, for joining us here on Facebook. Very excited to make this connection with you. I know that this year was an emotional year for you. You're very empathic, very connected to people, and that you are really looking to explore some creativity and some spiritual connectivity this year. And this year is really going to open up new possibilities for you, for your personal expansion. And I see you being much more connected to people, much more in tune with light and love. And I also feel that some of the disconnect that you've had with personal relationships, that you come to a deeper understanding. And I feel as if there is a relationship that's close to you that changes, and the change may bring about a little disconnect, but it's for the better of the relationship. I don't say that with a bad feeling in my spirit. I feel as if it's something that's coming, inevitable, and it's something that you are actually going to embrace once it comes about. This is a time for you. It's your turn. No apologies. Don't give up who you are for someone else. This is your year, your time. Shine your light. You've got a lot to bring to the world, and I know that there is a beautiful, beautiful place of light within your soul that you are to shine out. And Shamil, please tell us on Facebook what you would like to bring out into the world. What's your intention for the world? We'd love to know what everyone would like to share in the world. What is your intention for 2019? What would we like to shine out into the world? We'd like love, light, peace, harmony, but what else would we like? Better communication, someone said. Tell us what we're creating in 2019, because if we all hold the vision, well, think of your fellow man. We will put a little love in our hearts, and the world will be a better place. Thank you so much, Shamil Kareen Horshan, for your Facebook question and following me on Facebook. I feel like you recently connected with us, so thank you for joining us. Be sure to join the SarahSpiritual Vibe Tribe. If you want to be a part of conversation, you want to be a part of some of the inside operations and communications and some of the things that we banter back and forth in the expansion of our souls, the inner sect of us who are growing together, some of my students, some of my radio listeners and followers and people who've been coming to the center for a while, what we are feeling and creating, then go to my Facebook page, Sarah Spiritual, go to the Sarah Spiritual Vibe Tribe and join the Sarah Spiritual Vibe Tribe. We're going to be sharing some YouTube videos. We're going to be sharing some Abraham Hicks things. We're going to be talking about my friends Sheila Gillette and Theo and the channeling of the 12 archangels. We are going to be sharing some insights, some more Sarah Spiritual information. So if you want to be part of this Vibe Tribe and have a safe container where you too can express yourself, just us, it's a closed group, see if you want to come and be a part of the Vibe Tribes. I know Helena's just looking forward to getting everyone together and us having a Vibe Tribe that really makes us feel like we are family. And we're going to go right back to the phone lines. I've got to go to Maine, but before I go to Maine, I've got to go to Hollandale. It's a little warm here at Hollandale, but I've got Stella. She's been on hold, and I've got to... Hey, Stella! What's going on, Stella? How are you?
Hi, Sarah. Great. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, honey. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good.
I just wanted to know what 2019 brings me.
So, Stella, was there a thought and idea that we wanted to kind of change our role in work a little bit? We wanted to redefine something in work?
Well, I was open to any changes.
Okay. Is that something you would like? Because that's what I see coming. Okay, I see us redesigning our work. I feel like there's a streamlined process, a better way of making money, something that's more comfortable for you, something that's a little bit more up your alley. Not that this did not serve a purpose, because I remember you and I talking about this coming a couple of years ago, and Spirit saying, yay, go that way, it's good. And the challenges that we thought would be there were there. But then they worked with you, so the challenge wasn't as much of a challenge. So it all worked out perfectly. But now you're ready for new horizon, a new something, and it's coming this year. It is coming. And you're also ready for love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. What's your love question for 2019?
Well, am I going to meet my, my future husband?
You know what? That guy is like, he's been in the slow cooker, let me tell you. Because we've been slow cooking that guy, but he's going to come out mighty tasty when he pops out, let me tell you. I see him coming. He's been in your energy. He's been in your vortex. I just feel as if things have just been lining up. And all this time that you've been saying, I want a relationship, I want primary partnership, you've been fine-tuning what it is you want. And you've also, you're a very strong-willed and independent woman. You've also been learning to let someone come in, yes?
Right.
So we've been getting ready to be ready. And I feel that this energy does come to pass in the 2019. And my spirit guides really want me to say to you that you celebrate your birthday with a mate. So when you're in your birthday of this year, and I know it's at the end of the year, but you're already with a mate for your birthday.
Okay.
All right. So it's coming this year, and I feel like they're in the picture by 4th of July, because I feel like there's fireworks around you, and it's not just because it's 4th of July. They're just showing me fireworks. So I feel like it's like between July and your birthday, the relationship gets, the word I hear, solidified. It gets intense. It really kind of feels like this is a good relationship for me. And, we've gone through some of the getting to know you and we're comfortable. This is how I feel, okay?
So I can meet him before July as well.
Yes, we're not going to make you wait till your birthday, considering your birthday's in December. No, we're not going to do that to you.
Right.
Okay.
And, Sarah, I recently, met somebody and then we lost a connection.
Mm-hmm.
And I just really wanted to know, why the connection was lost with this man.
Do you have a birthday for them, a month and a day for me, by any chance?
July 31.
I just feel like they might have said they want a relationship. They might have said they were ready, but I don't feel that. I feel resistance. I don't feel like they were both feet in. And you're looking for someone who's both feet in.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see it like you did something wrong if that's what you're worried about.
And I was wondering if you have a come back in my life.
Yes, that's possible. But, I go, because, okay, if he's not both feet in, we're going to really need to understand why, because if he comes back, we need him to come back, but we need to know that he's in to be in, yes? Mm-hmm. We don't want him to come and then dance. We don't need another dance-away lover. We've already been there, done that. Dances in, dances out, cha-cha-cha, here we are, we're on, we're off, we're on, we're off. You're not into that. Mm-hmm. So now he's showed you a side that we need to see. Will you hear from him again? Yeah, I do feel you will hear from him again. I just don't know that that's a direction you want to even put much effort into, or thought into, I should say. All right?
Okay. And last question, there is getting together in New York for singles in February. I was thinking to go there, and I was wondering what the Spirit has to say about that.
And this is like a group, like kind of a group thing that's kind of like a particular group.
Thousands of people, getting in New York, single event.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, is it around February 10th or so, somewhere around there?
15th. Mm-hmm.
15th? Oh, okay, great. Yeah. So it's right after Valentine's Day. Mm-hmm. Great. Well, then I'm pretty sure you and I usually do a New Year's forecast or something. So when we do that, let's set our intention and really, when are you going to make your plans? I think it's a good move.
Okay.
I think it's a good move. But hopefully we'll connect and see what we can really drill into to see what, because we want to go in, know what we're looking for, honey. You got 1,000 people fishing in the sea. We got to find the right fish.
Right.
All right. All right, Stella, thank you so much for following the show. Thank you for being a part of our Enlightenment Center family. You know, much love and respect I have for you. I know I met you at an expo, and I honor you. Thank you so much. And Stella, what is your wish for the world? Tell us.
Joy and happiness.
Joy and happiness, and so it is, my dear. Thank you, and I know the world wishes for you joy and happiness as well. Thank you, honey. God bless you. Thank you. Bye. I love you. Bye. 888-565-1470. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. Then I've got to go freeze myself up there in Maine and go talk to Jasmine and see what's going on there. Jasmine, don't hang up. Stay with us. Atlanta, don't hang up. Stay with us. Oh, my God, we got Miami. They're a little warmer down there. We're going to be visiting them, too. So stay with us, everyone. Don't go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
Have we met before? I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me?
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with SarahSpiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide, 1-888-565-1470, 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
door? Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your soul? Because you know that you know me. Every soul has its story.
And we are back here live on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 FM. And we are connecting to all of you all across the nation. And I've got to go up and away to Maine. And I've got to talk to Jasmine. Jasmine, how are you? And Happy New Year.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, Jasmine. I'm glad to connect with you. And Jasmine, I was thinking about it when I saw your name. I was like, my goodness, has to be, 11 years that we've known each other, right? Since you first walked into my center. 12?
It's 12. 13, because I met you in 2006.
2006, yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Time flies. I had just barely opened my doors then, right? Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you had just opened.
We had just opened. So, what a ride it's been, friend. Oh, my goodness.
Roller coaster.
But you know what? Look at all you've accomplished. Look how far you've grown. I know you feel like you're going through a little bump, but, this is all part of the process of just kind of clearing out. Sometimes we have some energy to clear so that we can move forward to our, better vibrational destination. So, Jasmine, it is meant to be a good year for you. I know that last year was, talk about roller coaster, tumultuous, bumpy. You never knew what was going to come next. This year, I see you settling in much better. Let me see here. And this year, you close a lot. You're closing a lot of chapters from the end of this past year into this year. We're closing out a lot of doors, and you've really embarked upon this new beginning. But for you, you don't really feel like you're in a new beginning until like March. I feel like there's a few things that have to still be ironed out in order for you to feel, I'm hearing the word free. Does this make sense to you?
Yes, I actually just wrote the word freedom down.
Oh, great. So free is the goal for 2019 for you. Oh my God, I'm as free as a bird now. Right? That's that energy that I see, and it's important for you because you've always been an eclectic kind of gypsy happening person, and it doesn't mean that you're flighty and you're not grounded. It's just that you need to flow. And when people start to block your flow, it's like when we clip a bird's wings and they can't fly. In essence, your wings have been clipped. Actually, I think they were hogtail tied. I don't know. But, and you haven't been able to move. And now we're trying to find that. And somewhere inside, you lost a bit of yourself. But the blessing is this, that the energy of your son, that energy is the energy that was the reason why we had everything play out the way it did. And we have that blessing. And you move forward. And your son, and we've never really talked much about your son, but Spirit coming into 2019 really wants to talk about your son's energy, because your son is a very, very wise soul. He sees beyond. He has this depth within him that he will have a role as a way shower in the future. How he articulates that, he has free will and much has to still play out. But your son has a very special place, and you are the mentor in that aspect, and this is why he chose you as his mother. So you are basically, you're protecting your freedom and his freedom. This is how I see it. Freedom of expression, freedom of authenticity and uniqueness. This is important. And we can please other people, and we don't have to conform and still make other people happy. We just don't have to conform in what seems to be a dictatorship at this minute, yes?
Right.
Is there another legality coming up soon too? Yes? Part 2 of a meeting?
On the 17th.
On the 17th. Yes. Yeah, I see part 2 of a meeting, yes?
Yes.
Okay. That's a little rocky still, yes? We're not quite feeling secure and comforted in this, yes?
Right.
Yeah. It's going to stay like that till the very end. Eventually, things have to come to an agreement. But, you're not playing with rational people. Sorry. That's what they told me.
Mm-hmm. I know.
So you just...
Will this be the last case? Or, the last time we have to go to court? Or will there be more?
More. I don't see it getting wrapped up in this one. I just don't see it getting completely done. Because what you're asking is something that, even though they could agree, it's really more to be spiteful that they're not agreeing. So
right.
So if they drag it out, it's it's part of the game. It's okay. It'll pass. It'll pass.
Will I be getting out of Maine this year?
It's almost as if this whole thing was a setup in the first place. You ever feel that way?
Yes.
Like once they got you there, like it was part of the plan? I don't know. Just feels that way.
That's what I feel like.
It was almost like they would always have the upper hand if that was the case. But I do, yes, I see you getting out. You're going to get out of there. They can't stop you. There's nothing there for you. There's no way for you to support yourself.
Right.
So look for work here. You need something credible to say, this is where I am going and this is where I'm going. So if I were you, I'd be lining some things up here it's not like I'm just coming here because this is where I want to be.
Right. That was my plan.
Okay. So connect with people here and find out. So we serve as confirmation. Find out where you can land. Have a good job. What's your support system here? You need to show that so that you can make your move.
Okay.
All right. Because there's no reason why they can't come back down here too. So it's just all a game. The game of life. An illusion. So it'll be fine. So.
Okay.
But it'll be a good 2019. And Jasmine, what is your vision for 2019 for the world?
I think acceptance and freedom.
Acceptance and freedom.
Free for people to be who they are and be accepted.
Yes. And for people to remember the valuable freedoms that we were given by our founding fathers and remember that we have to protect those freedoms. Because when the lines get blurred, then it's hard to maintain the freedom that we maybe took for granted.
Right.
So, but you, my dear, will be fine. And Archangel Michael is very much with you. So he will fight the battles that the humans can't seem to fight. So just leave it to the divine universal flow of divine justice. Divine justice knows the reasons, the cause, the effect, and the soul connection as to why things are the way they are. And if you trust divine justice, then there's no reason even to judge the actions of another. Just know that it'll all work out in the end, somehow.
Okay.
All right, honey. Thank you so much, and thank you for being a part of our spiritual family all this time. My goodness. Thank you, honey. God bless you.
Thank you for everything.
You're welcome.
Love you.
I love you too, honey. God bless you. Happy New Year. Bye.
God bless. Bye.
We're going to take another call here. I've got to go to... Oh, Lord. Let's go to Atlanta. Lord knows what's going on there. Sherry, baby. Let's see what Sherry's got going on. Miss Sherry, how are you?
Happy New Year, Sarah. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Sherry. And how can we assist you? What's going on in Atlanta? First of all, what's the weather in Atlanta?
It was nice and warm today, and then all of a sudden it got cool, and now it's raining.
Oh, sorry.
That's how it is down here.
Okay.
Oh my God. Sarah, I just want to say thank you, and thank you for being there for us. And if the guides have anything inspiring to tell me?
They do, actually, Sherry, because... Uh-oh. No, you should say yippee. She's like, yeah, they have something really inspiring to tell you. And what does Sherry say in Atlanta? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What'd you say?
Uh-oh. All right, my dear, look at what I see here. You are in a time that your career is really important, that your inspiration, that your flow, that your creativity becomes unified with the right people and happenings. It was important that you created a strong foundation for yourself. It was important that you felt secure in yourself. It was important that you understood who you are, what you've come to be, and worked on yourself. And you used these past 2 years. Maybe you didn't grow as much as you wanted to in your creative side, but you were really strengthening yourself so that when you land on the creative platform that is important to you, and that you have the audience and the connections necessary, you're going to know what you have to pay attention to. You're going to know when inside of yourself you're self-sabotaging. You've learned some of these skills over the past couple of years. So now that when the universe hands you what you desire, you know how to hold it, appreciate it, sustain it, and maintain it. Yes?
Thank you, Sarah. Yeah.
This is where you are. And when I take you into this year, I see a meeting, a connection, and I see, have you been working on some new pieces, some new music, my dear?
I have.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, start writing it out, start playing it out, we got phones, record it on your iPhone. What you hear on my radio show, everyone, I don't know if everyone realizes, those songs were recorded when I was writing the song. That's the actual writing of the song. It's not a performance. It's the writing of the song being recorded on my iPhone. So get out your phone, record whatever you write. Even if you don't think it's good, just record it, save it. Record it, save it. You never know. And I go back sometimes and I go, I don't remember writing this song. This is a good song. And then I have another song. So keep recording, work on it, and then you will develop a stronger, I guess I'll say, connection to your music, and you'll understand more your style. Because I feel like your style's changed over the past couple of years as well. And it's an important time for you to recognize where you want to be in your style and how that's going to transform you, all right?
Thank you. Do you think it's going to be a little more pop and rock and roll for me, or a little bit more like a sultry, sexy kind of girl? I really do like pop music.
I see pop. I see soulful pop. I don't know that I see so much rock. I don't know. I feel like there's pop, but with a soulful feel to it. If that makes sense to you.
It does.
Okay.
Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome, honey. All right. God bless you. Thank you so much, and Happy New Year.
You're not going to ask me about the world peace thing?
Yes. What would you like to bring to the world?
Well, I'm bringing to the world some homeless shelters.
Oh,
and
great.
A lot of more people are going to put their money involved. Yeah.
And what's your intention? What's your intention for 2019 for the world?
It's to I would like for everyone to please evolve. Transformation, that kind of thing.
Transform to our higher, better selves, yes?
Yes, ma'am. Exactly.
All right. The better version of all of us, yes?
Yes.
All right, my dear. Thank you so much for sharing with us. We greatly appreciate your following the show in Atlanta, and keep us posted.
Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome. Bye. Happy New Year.
Bye.
We're going to take a question on Facebook. Let's see what we have going on Facebook before we go to our other calls at 888-565-1470. We've got calls from all across the nation. We have Ricky Horse. Thank you so much for your insight. Will I be able to regain my health? I've been ill for 14 years. I'm working so hard to be well again. You know, it's interesting, Ricky, but some of the setback that you had made some progress, and then I feel like it kind of you took a little step back. I do feel an increase in health. I feel as if we maintain a level of health. I know that the body has been working hard to attain a perfected health, and I feel like there's some challenges there. But I do feel that we have a better quality of life in our health. And when I move you forward, Ricky, I feel that February, I don't know if there's a test or a protocol or something that you're doing or planning on taking, but there's some assistance from medical science that seems to give you more strength and help you back on the road of a stronger recovery. So thank you, Ricky, for your Facebook question. If you have any further questions that are specific, although I'm not a doctor, shoot them in the messenger, and I'd love to talk to you a little bit about this offline. Thank you so much, Ricky Horst, for your Facebook question, and we send the healing angels to you so that Archangel Raphael can infuse you with healing throughout 2019, and you can have restored, joyful health. Thank you so much, Ricky. We'll take one more Facebook question before we go to our commercial break. We've got Brittany Amber. Any messages for me, Sarah? Anything I need to know? Anything at all for me or my daughter? I know, Brittany Amber, that you've been going through a challenging time, a difficult time. We're feeling lost in a sense of lack, and we're not feeling abundant. When I spin you out into this year and I move you into the 2019 year, which I cannot believe I'm even talking about 2019, I do see more security. I feel that you are in a new location, you're feeling stronger, you're feeling more confident, and that you've regained your financial footing and your financial independence, Amber, and then things begin to look up from there. You and your daughter will be just fine. You've got a good head on your shoulders, and I know that you have all the support of the angels with you. Thank you, Brittany Amber, for your Facebook question. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we're going to go right back to the phone lines at 888-565-1470. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. That's me, Sarah Spiritual, on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 FM. Watch us on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope. Stay with us, everyone. Don't go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
That shines down upon me, and there's a light that brightens up my day. There's a light leading the way.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with SarahSpiritual on Facebook and Periscope. The phone lines are open, 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
The Army National Guard is committed to keeping the country safe and our communities secure. Composed of hundreds of thousands of citizen soldiers from all walks of life, the Guard is always ready to respond to local or national emergencies. We protect the homeland. We're always there when called upon, and in every state and territory, we stand guard for our communities. To learn more, log on to NationalGuard.com. Sponsored by the Florida Army National Guard. Aired by the Florida Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Talk 1470 and 95.3 FM, the Health and Wealth Radio Network. Pull up a chair at the Brooklyn Cafe with Dawn and Freddie S. Weekdays at 1 p.m. WNN. Talk 1470 is WWNN Pompano Beach and 95.3 FM W237BD Boca Raton, the Health and Wealth Radio Network.
Seniors, this is Steve Kane here, asking you, is there too much month left at the end of your money? Take advantage of a reverse mortgage. If you're 62 years of age or older, you own your own home, you can get the money you need, have no mortgage payment, and live in your home for the rest of your life. Use the money for anything. Vacations, pay off your bills, home repairs. It's your money to do with what you want. Call Emmanuel Saint-Germain on his cell phone, 561-400-7317. 561-400-7317.
You can become independently healthy, and I'll tell you how. Dr. Bob Martin here. If you want to feel, function, and perform the very best you can, please tune in and call into my show Sunday mornings at 10 on Talk 1470 WNN.
Talk health, talk wealth, talk politics, talk 1470 and 95.3 FM WNN.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with SarahSpiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome back to the third hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, as we continue our uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, SarahSpiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next hour, listen, call in, and watch SarahSpiritual live on Periscope and Facebook, and share love and light.
WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 FM, and we are connecting to all of you all across the nation and answering your questions at 888-565-1470. And this is our first show of 2019, January 2nd. It is our 467th live show. This year of 2019 will mark our 10th year of national consecutive radio shows. We are so excited to be a part of all of this. And we are really excited to answer your questions. And I've got to go from Maine to Miami. Let's see what we've got going on in Miami. Let's see. Hello, Amanda. How are you?
Good. How are you, Sarah? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I know. Last year. Let's see. Long and winding road. It was such a road. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
It was long.
It was long. And it didn't really lead anywhere good. It was just kind of like, what? Where am I? What? But
exactly,
it was a necessary journey. And Spirit wants me to share with you that part of that journey was the discovery of self. You found your inner strength in ways that you probably didn't want to find it. You found your ability to love yourself. You actually found your boundaries and what you are going to accept and what you're not going to accept in a relationship, in a connection with a person. And you found your resourcefulness as well. And now you're ready. You're ready to have everything that you want to have. And I know you got a really big list, yes?
Yes.
You do.
Yes, I do. A long list.
A long list of things you want, and you can have it all. So, Amanda, before we go to any question of 2019, I want you to say, I am
the
woman who can have it all.
The woman that can have it all.
And so you will, my dear. You are manifesting and creating, and you cleared out a lot of old energy and a lot of old insecurities. And there's something about what you went through last year that I feel you went through a similar disappointment or experience, not the same storyline, and that you actually cleared out what you went through in this relationship and something else from the past. So it was actually a very clearing time for you. Painfully clearing, but it was clearing, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
It was.
And 2019 is going to be a much better year for you.
Well, my question to you is, I had a second phone interview today.
Yay.
With an external organization.
Oh, good. Thank God for that. Good Lord. That place you work at is toxic, okay? Just tell them SarahSpiritual said you people are toxic, and I am, drop the mic, Amanda, and I am out. Yes, my dear. Do you want to get that job?
I feel like I can be a really good fit for the role that I applied for.
Do you not have all the experience, though, for that role? Or there's an area of that role that you haven't really spent a lot of time in?
Yes.
Okay.
Some of that is true, but I have done it. It's a service role, so it's kind of, it's what I've done the past 9 years.
Okay.
Provide services, but, so I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I just feel like there's this one little area that is not, you don't have enough experience in that one area, but I feel that your experience in all the other areas make up for that. And I feel like there's an increase in salary from this position, yes?
That's the goal.
That's the goal. Because I don't know if we initially start at $10,000 more, but I feel as if you can yield $10,000 more from this experience. But I don't know if it's at the get-go when you first walk through the door, or it's something that can come for you. But I do see increase, all right?
Okay. That's good news. That's great news.
And there's a third interview that comes, yes? And then I think you actually meet with a panel of people.
Oh my God, yes. That's exactly what they told me today.
That's exactly what my spirit told me. You see, I spy with my SarahSpiritual eye, and we can't really have too many secrets here. Yes, thank you very much.
That's exactly what they told me today.
Yes. So I see that we should be before that panel. I feel that the conversation went well, and I see no reason why they wouldn't want to meet you in person.
Great.
Okay, and then that should be within the next couple of weeks. So, ideally, we'll have our connection, our reading before that sometime, I hope.
Yes,
I don't know.
I hope so.
I don't know when my schedule is or where you are in the pecking order of placement, but ideally, we'll have our conversation first, all right?
All right. And I also wanted to ask you about love.
Yes.
Because I am
kind of dating somebody.
I am entertaining the thought of someone else, yes.
Okay. Kind of date somebody and see where it takes you.
Okay.
All right? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Go ahead, my dear.
Okay.
Show up. Okay?
All right.
All right. And what would you like to see in the world in 2019?
Peace. Peace.
Ah, peace. Yes. Yes. Dear White House.
A lot of it.
What do we wish for Christmas this year? Peace. Okay. We'll see what we can do, honey. All right. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Okay.
Bye.
You too.
Bye. For those of you who listen to the show and who've been following the show, it's interesting. You maybe recognize the voices or the stories. And, you know, I play back these tapes, not literally on Facebook and play it, but, you know, I store a lot of it in my mind. And Spirit will pull it up, and Spirit will pull up a conversation I had with someone on air. And then I'll hear the next conversation and applaud yourselves. Applaud everyone who's called in and recognize the growth. And whether you call in or not, because I understand that not everybody is brave enough to pick up the phone, that everybody's question is everybody's question. And an answer to one person is the answer to many. And that's why Spirit chooses to answer the questions the way we do. There's a certain mannerism, there's a certain cadence in the response, because it's meant to, I'm going to use this word, for those of you, it maybe sounds too woo-woo, but it's meant to activate something inside of you. There's a reason why we speak at the tempo we speak. There's a reason why we connect the way we do. There's a reason why sometimes we share something very specific, and other times we are answering the person on the phone's question, but we also know that there's, we, meaning my spirit guides and I, know there's so many people with that same exact question. So we have a broad approach to it because we want to reach the masses. And when we answer you live and you call in, know that you're connecting with Spirit. You're connecting with me, and it's an honor and a privilege to work with you, but you're connecting with Spirit, and Spirit is working through me and working with you to resolve any conflict that you have. So the words may give the human intellect, the human person, the experience. We may be giving you the comfort or the guidance or the hope or the, yay, you can do it, cheerleader energy, because as humans, we want that. But the Spirit, the energy of the universe and the guides and the angels, they're working with you. And if you have a question in your mind and you don't call in for whatever reason, maybe you're at work and you listen to the show, ask your question in your mind, and I bet that someone will pick up the phone and call and ask a question close enough to your question that you will get your answer. And know that we work as diligently as we can to answer all these Facebook questions. I do go on. Someone asked me yesterday, they were like, oh, can you answer me? And can you do, and I was like, okay, I see your Facebook feed and I see it, but I was off duty, right? So I'm going to say, I see you, and I can't answer the question now. Meet me on Wednesday. I do as much as I can to assist you. But we also want you to know that, we have to be respectful of the balance of time that we give. So I really encourage you to be specific with questions. When you have the opportunity to talk, ask the question that's nearest and dearest to your heart. Ask your question on Facebook and ask it and allow us the time to get back to you. And if we don't get you on the Facebook on a particular time, then pop back on the next week or shoot it on one of our Sunday Fun Days when we get together on some Sundays. And speaking of Sunday Fun Day, thank you everyone who came. We had a live show. We invited the public to come for our live Facebook feed. Thank you to Helena. Thank you to my son Andrew. Thank you to everyone who made it a success, and we pulled it together. Isabel came and she assisted us, and we had some cookies. We had we had champagne. We were drinking champagne on Facebook. We were like, woo, it's New Year's. We had a ceremony to welcome in the new year. We're going to do more of that. And if you'd like to participate in our radio show live at the center, well, that's coming up too. And I'd like to know on Facebook if you're coming. If you're local to West Palm Beach, then we want to know that you want us to count you in because, well, we only have so much seating there, right? We had a really nice turnout. Thank you to everyone who spent their Sunday Fun Day with us. We were live from 5:05 to 7, and we were really grateful to everyone who shared the experience. And we ate cookies and had champagne and had a really good time. So thank you, everyone, for Sunday Fun Day. I'm baptizing a baby. Doing a Sarah baby blessing on Sunday, but I do believe we're going to be able to fit in our Sunday Fun Day after that. I've just got a very busy day. We're blessing a beautiful baby. One of my students had a magnificent baby boy, and I'm really excited to do the baby boy blessing so the baby can be a wonderful blessing to this world. We're going to go right back to the phone lines. I've got to go to Samantha, and Samantha is in Connecticut. Let's see what the weather's like in Connecticut. Samantha, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great, Samantha. And how can we assist you?
I just want to know how this year is going to go for me, 2018.
Last year, did you close out a lot of chapters? Feel like a lot of things kind of came to an end and really felt like you were cleaning house, cleaning out cobwebs. And was it a little challenging last year?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. little residual aftermath coming into the beginning of the year, because I feel like not everything is settled. I see like some disconnections, even some personal disconnections. I really feel like you got flipped up like a flapjack on a hot griddle and landed on your head and kind of got a little burn there. I mean, it was a rough year, right?
That actually happened to me. I fell in April on my back and my neck.
Oh, I'm so sorry. And there I am making my little flapjack griddle joke, but that's okay. That's what it looked like. I saw you flip up in the air, and I'm thinking my spirit guides are pancakes. Yeah. But okay, it was you.
No,
I'm
that's
so
exactly
sorry.
What happened to me.
All right. Oh, and you know, the recovery on that is really, really challenging. Rough. It is really rough, and nobody knows what it's like until you've had that pain. You know, it was a fall similar to that. They didn't quite flip me like a flapjack, my spirit guides, but I fell, and that's what actually brought me here. They must have been a big knock on the head for me to be able to talk to spirits, right? But you know, it was what opened up the possibility. Sometimes when we are not stopping for life, life has to stop us so that we pay attention. And so you fell. And you're awake now. Yes, indeed. You're like, oh, universe, you've got my attention. And so when I step you into the new year, there is recovery. There is still some, you're not 100%, and I see that. But I do feel that February, March, you really start to feel better. I feel like you're back in sync. I actually feel as if, were you not working and now we're getting back on the wagon of like working more consistently or doing a different kind of work than we were? Does this make any sense to you?
Yes. Okay. I'm actually starting. I started right after my fall. I'm on my spiritual path right now.
Great, great. And so now what we're working on is something a little more intense, yes, because I see it morphing, all right? And interestingly enough, you know, falls, these spirit guides are tricky. I really think a lot of people fall before they have their spiritual awakening because they're like, we're going to knock her down so she picks herself up. And I feel as if there's
exactly what happened.
A lot of openings coming for you. And are you doing some writing or some channeled writing, honey? Are you writing things, please?
I actually just started journaling.
Okay. Continue that because I see that's going to be a great way of spirit to communicate with you. It's going to be a strong methodology for you. It's also a great expression, and I feel like these writings of journal will turn to blog, will turn to writing, will turn to book. Okay. What it's about, you don't get ahead of yourself. I didn't ask you to figure it out. Just let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. And as you let it flow, I see the angels are with you. I've got Archangel Michael very strongly with you. I see Gabriel, and that's what gives me the clue that we want to put the pen in your hand and help you write something, help you really connect and really put together this connection. And then is there a Reiki healing that you've done or some kind of healing energy as well?
No, I actually I have like tons of crystals that I work with.
Okay. I see some kind of Reiki healing energy or some modality of healing that you can integrate with the crystals so that you can do your work with your crystals and healing. All right?
Okay. Yes, I will look into that. Thank you.
And I have the amethyst around you is very strong. This symbolic of transformation, psychic energy, and your connection with Saint Germain. You know who Saint Germain is of the Violet Flame, please?
No, actually I don't, but I can look him up.
Yes, Saint Germain. We actually host the light of the Violet Flame at my center. The I Am Discourses, very powerful writings. You are in the right place at the right time for that. And Samantha, are you entertaining a move, honey?
Thinking of moving.
Okay. The thought will turn to a thing, the thing will turn to a happening, and that shall unfold coming into the end of this year.
Okay.
All right? Don't get ahead of yourself, but I see movement. I don't see you staying exactly where you are.
Okay.
The timeline doesn't have to be ironed out. Just don't try to figure it out. I also see you working with the pendulum, please.
Yes, I do.
Okay. That pendulum is going to be of great assistance for you as well. You can also use that pendulum to do healing as well. Did you know that?
No, actually I didn't.
Oh, you're going to have to take a SarahSpiritual pendulum class. You could learn so much from me.
Okay, I will look that up too.
Yeah, we're going to launch our programs. All of my classes, by the way, Samantha, are available online. So it's just like being there and you're participating, you're watching it, just like you're watching the show. You're able to participate and raise your hand and ask questions. So There's some little fine-tuned things that you're going to work on that are going to help you kind of hone your skill and also broaden your ability to connect with different people and not just limit you to one direction. When I take you into this year and next year, it's all about love, self-love, healing, spiritual expansion. This 2019 and 2020 are all about that for you.
Okay.
It's going to be a powerful time. And then I feel a lot of the changes that come bring you different dynamics of people and relationships as well. So there's a lot of connections with people that's going to really advance you.
Okay.
All right. How did you hear about the show, Samantha?
My mother, actually.
Oh, wonderful. Where's your mom? Here or there? Or?
Actually, I'm not sure if she's watching. She watches you all the time.
Oh, all right. We'll tell her I said thank you so much for sharing this experience with you, and we say welcome to the family.
Thank you.
All right, honey. It's going to be a great 2019. I know you got a little ways to go to feel really good, but it's coming. And Samantha, what is your intention and your vision for the world in 2019?
Love and light.
So we need that, and so it is, my dear Samantha. Good luck on the spiritual journey. The angels are with you. God bless you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
888-565-1470. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then we're going to come right back to the phone lines and start to answer some more questions on Facebook. I've got to see what's going on. Let me see what they're saying on Facebook. Let me check Periscope. YouTube, are you with us? Stay with us, everyone. Don't go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your soul? Because you know that you know.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there. Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide, 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
And we are back here live on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 FM. And we are connecting to all of you all across the nation and answering your questions on Facebook as well. I was just popping onto Facebook and Mary Ellen's like, any good news? Mary Ellen, there's lots of good news coming your way. And we've got Samantha. She popped on in and said, thank you so much for the reading that you just did on the phone lines with me. So we are really glad to connect with you. And if you are not on Facebook right now, when you go on Facebook, please go to SarahSpiritual, like the page, follow the page. This time, anytime, I am up to something, and we're going to be up to a lot of somethings. Helena is planning on keeping me really, really busy. They've got me all set up like they think I'm going to be popping on every day. I don't know what she's talking about. But anyway, we're going to be connecting to all of you and answering your questions and doing our best to be as accessible as possible as we expand consciousness all across the nation, all across the world. Because what I love about Facebook, what I love about YouTube, what I love about Periscope is we get to connect the dots. And you see, we are citizens of a planet. There's no disconnect. Yeah, tell it to the White House. I don't know what's going on with them. But you know what? We're not on a shutdown. I didn't get... I better watch it. He may pull the plug on me. But we're not on a shutdown. We are in a connectivity. And we are on the showdown of our souls. And we are going to show the world who we've come to be, because this is the time. This is the time for us to shine. The power of 3. The number 3 year of the 2019. You can seize the opportunity. You can see the opportunity. You can make it happen. You can see it. It's a powerful, powerful year. You choose. Yes, you can listen to what's going on. But it is meant to be a fortuitous year. I know, I read the news. I know, I saw what it said. It's a fortuitous year, and you can hold the vision of fortune, and things may happen around you, but you will move forward through this and have the best year ever. If you're ready to have the best year ever, I want to see in the Facebook feed, I am ready to have the best year ever, and we, in the SarahSpiritual Vibe Tribe, we're going to make it happen. Going right back to the phone lines, I've got to connect to, let me see, Marie in Fort Lauderdale. Marie, how are you tonight?
Hi. I'm doing great.
Good.
Thanks for taking my call.
You sound shocked. Yeah, I am a real person. This is not a recording. You know, this is really SarahSpiritual talking to you right now, Marie. Okay.
I'm very excited.
Good. Is this your first time calling, Marie?
It is.
Well, welcome to the show. How did you hear about the show?
I listened to your radio show.
Oh, well, thank you so much for listening. I love hearing that. You know, there are some days I talk in the microphone, I'm like, hello? The first day I did a show, I was like, is anybody really going to be there? And I made the mistake of telling my doctor, I was going to see the doctor that week for a checkup, and I said, I have a radio show. And he says, like, tell me about your radio show. And I say, I'm going to be on. At that time, I was on for an hour. I'm going to be on for an hour. He's like, an hour is a really long time to talk. Do you know what you're going to I was like, are you trying to scare me or something? It's like, I'm never telling him anything again. But here we are, right? We're all growing and connecting.
A great job.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So, Marie, what is your question for 2019?
Well, I have 2 questions, but I guess I'll pick the most important one.
Yes.
I wanted to know how quickly I'm going to get another job. Or how not quickly. I'm not sure.
Well, you know what? When am I going to get the right job, right? The right fit.
Yeah.
So, when I look into November of last year, it seems like a tough time. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there was a disconnect from the job when? October, November?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes,
yeah,
this
even
makes
earlier, yeah.
Okay. But October, November is when I really feel like we felt it, end of October into November, yes? When I move you into the 2019 time, first of all, Marie, are we considering a slightly different area or arena, or are we applying out of the comfort field that we were in? Does that make sense to you?
Yes, I'm trying. I just don't know. I'm trying to find something, and I just...
Okay. Look at your resume. No, you're not as lost as you think you are. Look at the resume. Look at what you've accomplished. And see the talents and the work that you've done, and say, where else can this apply? What other jobs utilize these skill sets? Call a recruiter. Have a recruiter assist you. Go to a placement agency. Because you need someone who's going to think outside the box. You are seeing yourself in the box. This is what I did every day, and this is kind of what I know how to do. But the skill set with which you have, you deal with people, yes? You know how to deal with people, correct?
I think so.
Okay. And that connection with people is going to open up a lot of your ability to interact with people, your ability to work with people, your ability to be organized and diligent and balanced in your work. And you're very direct in what you do. This is true, yes?
Yes.
And you show up and you're loyal and you don't get involved in the gossip water cooler thing, yes?
Yes.
So you've got a lot of the things that people look for in an employee. But it's how you market yourself. It's not just this is what I did. Has anyone helped you redo your resume?
Yes. Okay. Not a professional. A friend of mine did it for me.
Okay. Take a look at it. Maybe go online, compare it to some other resumes that are posted as for, from a resume writing point of view, whatever they have online as a tool, and see, and then call a recruiter, see what they can place you with. You bring a lot to the table. I feel that February brings you work, so I feel like you're coming out of this. I feel as if we have two potential jobs, but I feel like, is there a job that you just sent a resume out to, or you were thinking, I really want to try for that job? Is there something you just sent out that you have a good feeling about? I like that feeling. I like the feeling of what that job feels like. I feel as if that opportunity would be a good opportunity for you. So that excitement that you have, like you're like, yes, yeah, that job, I remember that job, yes. That's the excitement I want you to have. And remember what that feels like when you're looking to see what work you want to apply for. Because where you were before, I kind of feel like they did you a favor. If that makes sense to you. It was kind of sticky there, sticky. It just feels like complicated there. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay.
It did me a favor.
Mm-hmm.
What way?
Well, you're not being there anymore.
Oh, you mean... Yeah, this is my last month that I'm going to be working there. So, yeah.
It's like, but they've been winding down and cutting things out, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did they downsize or lay people off or something? Yes.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay. Whatever's going on is they're doing you a favor. Okay. The way this is working out, it's going to work out perfectly.
Oh,
that's how I see it, honey. Okay. So when I see you moving into a new job, I feel like February kind of puts you in place for that. I'm not going to say February 1st, but I'm not going to say February 25th either. So it's going to happen in the February month. I feel like you're moving up. I feel like you don't miss too much. Again, I feel like October, November were a rough time for you. You had to revamp, recalibrate yourself. And I feel as if this is the perfect time for change. When I take you into this year, I also see increase coming in job and finances. So let's look for something that's going to offer us more or the potential to earn more. All right?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a good opportunity for you.
Oh, I hope so.
No, I know so. There's no hoping there's no hoping in my world. It either is or isn't, and they're telling me it is. So I got my shiny shoes on. We're good. Going to work.
Oh, good.
All right.
That's great. That's great.
It's going to be It's going to be a good start to the year, my dear, and then other aspects of life begin to fall into place as well. I feel more peace within you and around you, because I feel like not everything's been peaceful around you either. I don't know what's going on in the family or friends, but there's some out of sorts energy, but that's going to work out as well. All right?
Oh, good.
All right.
That's good to hear.
Yes. All right, Marie, thank you so much for calling in. What is your wish and intention for 2019 for the world?
More understanding and kindness.
Ah, yes. Those are good qualities to ask the world to have, yes? All right.
Definitely.
Thank you, Marie. Well, welcome to the show. Thank you for following us. We greatly appreciate it, and it helps to know that you're listening. Thank you.
Thank you. All the best.
All the best. God bless you. Bye. 888-565-1470. And we're going to take a question from Facebook. Let's see what we've got going on Facebook and see who we've got. We got Iris Ulich. She says, what does 2019 bring for me? Iris, thank you so much. I hope that you're still awake. I have a feeling that you're out of country, or maybe you're in the UK or something, just a feeling that I have. But what I see for you here is, career. Working. And I feel like there's a strong spiritual connection with you. I don't know if you do spiritual work or that's an arena that you want to tap into, but I feel like this year is going to really impact your career, really give you a lot of opportunities so that you can have a solid financial background around you. It's going to be a year of career advancement for you. I feel as if the past year you've been kind of lagging in the finances, and this year we kind of get our momentum back, Iris. And I feel fulfilled living comes, the aspects of life come together, bringing family, friends, and love in a nice little package for you. It's almost like Happy New Year, and it's still Christmas, and they're going to give you a nice feeling in the energy around you. Thank you so much, Iris, and be sure to leave in the Facebook feed what you would like to see the world have that would make it a better place to be. Thank you, Iris, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have on Facebook here? Marianne Lombardi, thank you so much. Anything you get from me would be fine. Thank you. Yes, Marianne, I just want to let you know that this year is going to be a year of feeling much more settled, not feeling as if you've been left behind. I feel like life has moved on for other people and you're kind of feeling like you're standing still. You begin to pick up some movement. There was a sense of stagnation. This year moves you forward and you begin to feel more happiness, more fulfilled. And I actually feel, Marianne, that in the middle of this year, there's a trip or a break that really kind of resets everything for you, and you get that sense of freedom and connection. Thank you so much, Marianne Liberty, for your Facebook question. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we've got calls all across the nation: Illinois, Connecticut, Boynton Beach, Georgia. So everyone, stay with us. Do not go away. Oh no, we've still got more time here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, and I want to talk with you. Stay with us. Don't go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There, you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with SarahSpiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of life. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide, 1-888-565-1470, 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Standing in the room before I walk through the door. to know that you know me. Every soul has its story.
And we are back here live on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 FM, and we are connecting to all of you, and we are coming into the close of our very first show of 2019. Are you ready for 2019? Are you ready to expand and really create the world you want? This is the time. Write it down. And check out, if you're not on my mailing list or you're not following me on Facebook, please do, because we have a very special class that I'm going to make available to all of you to design your 2019. Are you ready to be the designer of your 2019? Right, I'm in the Facebook feed, because we are going to be looking for you to participate in this really revolutionary class that is going to help you create all the aspects of life, everything you want to have in your 2019. And we are going to be sending out information really soon, and it's going to be really easy for you to participate. I got your back. So this is the time. Let's design our 2019. Let's redesign you. Let's design 2019. Let's create the aspects of prosperity and love and relationships and all of the aspects of self-love and self-care and expansion of consciousness. We're going to cover it all in this wonderful program, and I would love for you to be a part of this class. Love, love, love. Right, I'm in. I want to design my 2019, and I want to do it in the SarahSpiritual Vibe Tribe. I want to do it with SarahSpiritual, and we are going to do it together. I'm going right back to the phone lines, and I've got to go to, let's go to Georgia. I've got Lydia George. Lydia George, how are you in Georgia? Georgia, how are you? I got Georgia on my mind. Lydia, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Good, Lydia. And what is your question for 2019?
I want to know if there's any communication with my kids.
If we're going to bridge the disruption in the relationship with kids, is that what you're saying to me, Lydia?
Yes.
Okay. This has been a division that has been going on for a bit of time. Yes, I almost feel like there's an alienation, a disconnect. It was actually something that was kind of, someone came in between you and your children, yes?
Yes.
Okay. You got stubborn kids, you know.
Yes. They say it's my fault.
I know.
He runs in the family, but it's not. We all have our different feelings.
You do. You do. But yes. Guess what? Acorn did not fall far from the tree, because you're the stubborn tree too. Okay? So yes. They come from stubborn blood. They do. You know, I do feel that all three of you, I'm feeling like there's three people involved. We're not feeling heard. We're not feeling understood. And, okay, they tell me sometimes you don't listen. And your children don't always treat you with the respect that you feel you deserve, yes?
Yes,
okay.
They don't.
Yeah, seems to be a couple of those pills swallowed these days, but that's okay. Children. Lydia, it's going to take a little time, but I also feel as if someone was the pot stirrer, the catalyst in all of this, and it's not just because of what you said or what they said. I feel like somebody got in the middle and blew the whole thing out of proportion. We would have thought we were filming a daytime drama. So it's going to take some time, honey. I feel a reunion with one more than the other. I feel like it's going to be really hard to bring one person on board with this. And it's difficult because it's the holidays, and we don't want to come into the holidays and into the new year feeling disconnected. Give it time. My spirit guides are telling me about 6 weeks, and let everybody stay in their little corners and cool off. You know your kids need you. So I don't really know how long they're going to be able to go on with not having you. So let them put on their big girl and boy panties and figure it out. You're taking it personally, and it's not as personal as you've interpreted it. It's a clash, but I really feel like someone took words and turned them around and made both parties feel as if that's what was said and it wasn't. So whoever the pot stirrer or the catalyst is, they really threw water in the hornet's nest, and everybody's flying around all mad. So it's going to change, but it's going to take a little time, Lydia. I also see, Lydia, it's really important for you to self-care and take care of your health. You're not sleeping right. Rest is off in you, or not feeling like you can feel as connected as you want to in your dream state. You get a lot of connection in the spiritual world in your dream state. I'm also made aware that financially things are really tight for you. Is that correct? We're not feeling that flow of finances, yes?
No, correct.
Okay. I see that there's a flow that increases in this 2019 year. I feel as if something comes that makes it easier for you to manage. I feel like right now you feel like you're kind of tied up and in a box, but you start to pull yourself out of that. Problem with the knee or the left leg, I don't know, they're making me feel like there's some discomfort here. Does this make sense to you, having any problems in the leg area, please?
My knees,
yeah. Okay. This is something that's got to be looked at. I don't know if it's arthritic. I'm not a doctor. I cannot diagnose you. I know nothing about medicine. Don't claim to know. Just telling you what my spirit guide is prompting me to tell you, so that you can be aware of that, so that you can maybe look into, maybe there's something you can do to give yourself more comfort, because I feel like you feel as if the knee leg is going to give out from under you, yes? And you're almost like afraid to fall.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we want to do what we can to facilitate building up, strengthening up those muscles, and see how we can heal the knee a bit. But it will be a better year for you. I know last year seemed a little awkward for you. It's like an uncomfortable year. This year will pick up momentum, and it'll be a better year for you. Focus on what makes Lydia happy, and Lydia do what Lydia wants to do. All right?
Yes.
Yes.
Can I ask you something else?
Yes.
There's a guy that I want to meet, but he just pushes away. Is there anything connection there?
He just what? Pushes you away? Is that what you're saying? Did I hear you correctly?
He pushes away.
Yes. You know, I feel like there's a connection there, but you're looking for a partner, and he's not really ready for partnership.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He's connected. Yes, he feels a connection. There's a communication. There's a spark there. But I see someone who's not really you're looking for a relationship like a partner, and he's not really ready for that. So he's sending you mixed signals. One minute he's in, next minute he's not. He's kind of pushing you away. You know, you're thinking, but we had a nice conversation. Why? What? Okay. Let him be for now. Whatever he went through 2 years ago, he's still doing something to fix something associated with that.
Okay.
All right, my dear?
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome, Lydia. Happy New Year. What do you wish for the world here today?
More connection, communication.
Okay. More connection and more communication. Well,
yes.
And the world will be a better place. And so it is, Lydia. Thank you so much for your comment. I greatly appreciate it. Happy New Year.
You have a blessed day.
You too. Thank you. 888-565-1470. Write the number down. If we don't get to you tonight, be sure to call us back next Wednesday, 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. We will be answering your questions. But now I've got to go to Boynton Beach. I've got Hilda on the line, and Hilda's been holding, and I've got to make sure I get to Hilda. Hilda, how are you tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, Hilda. And how can I assist you tonight?
Well, I'd like to know what the 2019 is going to bring me.
You know, Hilda, last year really brought you, there was a lot of questions in your mind. Who am I? What is the meaning to life? What's my purpose? Not purpose like life or career, but, you know, what is the meaning of life? And is this all there is to life? And how can I have a more fulfilled life that has even more meaning? These are things that are important for you. You took care of a lot of people, or care for a lot of people. Look out for people. You're the person that I can go to who's a good friend. You're also a very good free spirit. This makes sense to you? You don't like to be boxed in or trapped, yes?
Yeah. Yes.
And you're very good with people. Very good with people. Are you the person who makes sure all the friends are okay and make sure everyone's included? Yes. But then when someone wrongs you or gets on your last nerve, then you're done. Like done. Right. Like done. You're dead to me. Like you're done. Right. Done. Spirit tells me that last year you took a better stock into who you were keeping company with. You really want meaningful relationships, as we all do, but you really took a look at it and you really realized that the people that you connected with, the ones that make you feel valued and that are being genuine, those are the ones that you realize there's a nice match for you. When I bring you into 2019, the health, I scan the health, you seem very strong in your energy. This is true? Yes, we're a relatively good health, yes?
Yes.
Yes. So we're pretty strong, I see here. I feel like next year brings you healthy energy. I don't feel like anything that's difficult for you to handle. I know, we're moving on and life, as we all get a little older, things happen, but I'm feeling like you're essentially strong, and I'm feeling like there's a desire, a connection for, I want to say, a connectivity of people, like really being surrounded by the right people. They keep taking me back to a sense of family and community is going to be really important to you. Does this make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
All right. And is there, is someone in the circle of the family having a baby? They're showing me like a baby, like there's new life, new breath coming into the family. Does this make any sense to you?
No,
okay.
I don't.
You don't know yet. Okay, so I don't know. It could be it might not be a direct link, but there's someone bringing new life into the family, and it just kind of brings a nice sense to the feeling. Is there a specific question you have for me, Hilda, before we end tonight?
My mother. Mm-hmm. I like to connect with my mother. She passed away 5 years ago.
Okay.
And I've been praying to her every night for guidance.
And Hilda, at the time of her passing, was not everybody on the same page or not everybody present when she passed or something? I'm feeling like some kind of disconnect before she passed, or not everybody could agree with something after she passed. What is that, please?
It's with my siblings.
Okay.
We also, sit different ways.
Okay. Because I feel like that disconnect was something that is not how she raised you all to be, yes? Does that make sense to you?
Correct.
All right. And that disconnect, I'll use this word, is disheartening to her, but remember they have no emotions there because they're in love and light. But it's disheartening that things kind of frizzled out that way. And I feel as if, and this is really strange to me, but I feel as if there was a piece of something, jewelry. It's circular in look. There's a piece of jewelry that maybe you wanted or you were supposed to get that I don't know if it ever made it to you. I don't know if that makes sense to you, Hilda. But it does, yes?
Yes.
Okay. I want you to know that there's an awareness of that, but, it's all good in the spirit world, all right?
Okay.
All right. Mother is also making me feel like you have a choice to make, or there's something going on immediately in your immediate family that you need guidance with. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. She is supporting you, and you know what to do. You're just dragging your feet.
Yes.
Okay. And so one thing your mom would tell someone is if you have to do it, just do it. Okay? Your mom didn't really play around.
No.
Okay? So there's a nice way to do something, but you can't drag your feet much longer because you're doing it at your expense. This is true, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Mom is with you in this journey, all right?
Oh, thank you.
All right. Much love she gives you, honey.
Thank you.
Much love. Light a candle for her if you don't do that already. I see a light. Light a candle. You can talk to her, but light her a candle, all right?
I sure will.
All right, Hilda, how did you hear about the show?
I'm sorry?
How did you hear about the show?
My daughter, Samantha.
Oh, all right. Well, tell Samantha thank you so much for sharing this experience with us, and welcome to our family.
Thank you.
And what do you wish for 2019 for the world?
End of violence. All this violence.
Oh, yes. End of violence. That's a good one, honey. Thank you. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
God bless you. Your mom is very much with you.
God bless you too.
All right. Thank you
very much.
You're welcome. Bye. Well, we get ready to come to a close here in our first show of 2019. Time flies when we're having fun. But I want to thank you all for all the time that you've spent with us. Thank you for joining us on our feed, on the multi-platforms of social media. I'm just grateful for the opportunity to connect with all of you and know that we really are connected with you, heart to heart, soul to soul. And we hold the space that all your desires and all of your needs are met, and that you learn to trust your inner voice. This show is here to guide you so that you learn to trust you, not to tie you to me or for you to look to SarahSpiritual for an answer, because in essence, the answers are always right within you. It's just for us to shine a little light right there upon you so that you can see your way and find your way for the best possible experience. And when the going gets a little tough, and oh, we've all been there, to just know that somebody's there to just cheer you on and hold your hand and let you know that it's going to be okay, even though it doesn't feel that way. I want to thank you for all this time, spending time and space with us. I wish you all a very fortuitous, enjoyable, fulfilled, healthy, loving, kind, happy 2019. And know that you have the power to create and do anything that you desire. And when you look inside your heart, the answer will always be love. And when you choose love, there is no me, there is no you, there is always we, because we are one. Thank you. Good night. God bless you. Here's to 2019, everyone. And I am excited to share it all with you and hear all the good news that together we are going to create. God bless you. And I am SarahSpiritual.
The brightens up my day. There's a light leading the way. Oh, there's a light. There's a light. There's a light that opens doors for everyone. Oh, there's a light that touches hearts. There's a light to open everyone to love. Help me hold the answer we are looking
This has been Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. You can hear and speak with SarahSpiritual every Wednesday from 5 until 8 p.m. Each week, SarahSpiritual